Kill, kill, kill.
Look, squeeze.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run.
Hey.
Move. Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
You get blocked.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Coming to you.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 30-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go. Check 31. Check.
Rock it, rock it.
He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Line 54. Rabbit. Mike 54. Mike, echo. Watch the curve.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
And the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Let's go now. It's 30 base.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Hey, let's go. Calm crouch. Let's go. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Fresno.
5.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's got it up to the 15, showing off some fancy footwork there on the play. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
Check right, 54. 54. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Henry.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 4th down, Darby. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 20! It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Slam. Check 50, check 50. Switch.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will shave one more off this lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. Darby. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
22 jet bomber.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Ain't no such thing as...
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 87 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double.
55. Check, 55. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep
Mike.
They begin with Henry, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
64, weak.
Wide, get wide. Showing it.
Short out.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Ready.
Back to throw. Darby finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Darby. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check nickel.
Henry out of a pistol. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off play action. Darby uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Come to my work.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch.
Yes, yes.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hit it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
On the double. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check, 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 check. Good roll. West. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mike's 54. Mike's 53. Hey, check, check. Orbit. Watch out. Zip it. Oh, shit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
2nd and 1. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Yes, yeah. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
51's a Mike.
Hey, Zoo. On the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Darby. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Big stop, let's go. Shift.
On first down, Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. General West. Hey, Haywood.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Rush in. Hey, high 7.
Watch the run.
5.
To throw on 2nd down, Darby. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Lucky. Check it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rankins. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Sheldon Rankins. A 15-yard loss on the sack.
70, Indy. 6'6", pull it high.
Watch it slap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Leo. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Operating from the gun, Darby. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. drive, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, seam 6.
2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Darby got him in. It's Brown. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
they're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw. Darby going long here for Wallace. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
90 is a
Smooth.
To throw again. Darby uncorks one for Davis. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, 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 check.
Now.
Henry. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On the ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Darby. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Push him back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Eason. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to throw. Eason. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Go.
Mike 54. Mike,
Go.
On 4th down, Eason. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
keep it rolling.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Looking to throw. Eason, and that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Off the play fake. Darby. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.